So we haven't done a squad builder in a while, and we've got an absolute banger today in Football Criminals. This is a squad builder I've done for the last couple of years running, and it's been one of my most favourite squad builders on my channel. You guys have absolutely loved it throughout the years. So today is no different to the rest of them. We've got Football Criminals. It's not going to be the same players from last year, so don't worry. It's going to be mixed up and stuff a bit differently. If you guys are looking to open any FIFA packs, check out futbomb.com in the description down below. You can also get yourself some coins over there. Automation is in, so you can withdraw your coins instantly. Use Rossi at the checkout page for a discount. And if you're looking to buy yourself any Get Grip, check them out in the description. All your gaming accessory needs, Rossi will get yourself a nice 5% discount. So we've got the criminals today, okay? The criminals, the players with convictions, the players that have been in the wrong, the players that, you know, have not been in the good books, but they've been given a second chance, most of them. Unlike some people in the world of convictions don't get a second chance. These footballers have pretty much all had second chances. And we're going to take a look at what they've done, what their crimes are. But I do ask you guys, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you drop a thumbs up and a like down below, just below the video. If this video can get 3,000 thumbs up and likes, I'll make sure I bring you guys another football squad builder maybe this week. Maybe we might cover the most hated team, alright? If this video gets 3,000 likes, we might cover the most hated team of players, okay? We're starting off on a real horrible one, actually. Some of these are quite funny, some of these are not very funny, and this one is not one of the funny ones, to be honest. So this guy was actually convicted, and the car crash he was in actually led to killing 2 young lads, which is awful, age 10 and 8. You know, this is one of the awful ones of the video. Hopefully they're not all this bad, but this is like one of the most terrible ones, and I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for the family affected. But anyway, he was convicted of death by dangerous driving, driving with excess alcohol in the blood, and driving with no insurance. So a few convictions there for Luke. Let's move on to a bit more of an upbeat one. When I say upbeat, I mean upbeat, okay? So Glenn Johnson, he's got a few driving convictions and stuff, like, you know, a few players in the world and stuff, but this guy got caught stealing a toilet seat from B&Q, okay? Which is pretty crazy. This is like back in 2007. He was handed an £80 fine on the spot by police, but he shocked everyone in B&Q when he was trying to nick a toilet seat. I mean, come on, John. You can't just be nicking toilet seats and that. Next up, James Tompkins. You notice a lot of these are English players, actually. A lot of them are English players. So Tompkins was charged with the assault of a police officer, resisting arrest, and being drunk and disorderly following an incident on 22nd of December. Alright, so this one's pretty big, you know. Assaulting a police officer is pretty bad. Drunken and disorderly, you know, a lot of people get drunk and disorderly, so I wouldn't say that one's too bad. But actually assaulting a police officer, I guessing that was within the resisting arrest. When he was resisting, he assaulted the guy. I'm guessing that's when it was. He was fined £7,605. Now to me and you guys, that's a lot of money, I suspect. But to a footballer, you know, not so much money, I suppose, for 7 grand. But to us lot, that's a lot of money. But anyway, that is what his convictions are for. So, Troy Deeney is another one. I think this one's quite a popular one because a lot of people know about this, I believe. He was convicted, actually, with 10 months imprisonment for kicking a man in the head. Right? Kicking a bloke in the head during a brawl. Okay, he was released after serving almost 3 months of the sentence after showing his remorse, and since he was a first-time offender. Okay, so I just put that I worded that a little bit wrong, but he only did 3 months because of his remorse and because he was only a first-time offender. But that's crazy though, like kicking a bloke in the head, like when he's down, that's like pretty low, okay? So that's a crime that Troy Deeney committed, of course. Now, we're moving on to another player now. This one is a little bit they're all a bit different, I suppose. Not the player I had in mind, actually. I got positions a little bit mixed up. We have got Frank Ribery, okay? Now, I don't actually know if he was actually convicted of this. It might have got thrown out of court. So, he was investigated into a massive prostitution ring, which was being operated inside of a Paris nightclub, okay? And it's believed that he slept with a girl who was underage and paid her, okay? So she was like an escort, and he paid and slept with her, and she was under the age of 16 at the time. Now, I think it was thrown out of court, and he wasn't actually convicted because they didn't know she was under 16 or something like that. Basically means very good lawyers got him off the case if that is the case. So Benzema was another one who was in the ring, of course. Now, it's a bit the information I've got here is a little bit blurred to exactly if he was convicted or not. I know he was dropped from the French national team. The prosecutors asked for the cases against Ribery and Benzema to be dropped, saying that the players were not aware that the escort, okay, was 16 years old when they paid to have sex with her. So I'll leave you guys to put your comments and down below on that one. I'm just gonna leave that one there for a minute. Okay, so this one, Marco Reus, okay, he's got a mental one, okay. In December 2014, Royce was fined over £500,000, okay, so over 500,000 for driving without a licence, having been issued with speeding tickets on at least 5 occasions since 2011. But authorities didn't even know he didn't have a licence when they issued the speeding ticket. So when convicted, Royce said that the reasons I did it are something that I cannot really understand. Prior to his conviction, he had appeared in commercials for cars and petrol. Okay, so the guy's promoting cars, he's in commercials for cars and petrol. He doesn't even have a licence, mate. And he's got half a £1 million fine for it now, for driving without a licence for so long and so many different speeding tickets. This is crazy. It's like a commercial like, hey guys, come and buy this car. You know, I'm getting paid a lot of money, so just come and buy this car. But I can't even drive it myself. I can't even drive it myself, so I'm trying to sell you something that I don't even know if it's any good. Okay, so Joey Barton is the next one. We've gone a little bit darker, right? Because this page I'm looking at is, you know, it's just a dark page. So, he got done for attacking, alright, City teammate Dabo. Okay, the guy pressed charges against Barton in May 2007 following a savage, unprovoked and cowardly assault, okay, at the club's Carrington training ground. That's not the only thing he's done, he's done other stuff, but for this he pleaded guilty to the assault and was given 200 hours community service plus a suspended jail sentence, so he just basically swept the streets for ages. He's been in numerous attacks outside nightclubs and stuff before, but, you know, this is Joey Barton. I think he's pretty renowned for stuff like this, but I think he's past it now. He's at that age where he's actually past it. Hopefully everyone in this video, to be honest, is past it, the crimes they've committed. Otherwise, you know, if you don't learn from it, then God knows what happens. So another little drunken disorderly one. We've got Lee Catamol. He's been given a 3-year ban across the Stockton borough, alright? So he was added to the Pub Watch blacklist of troublemakers after being arrested for disorder during a night out in Yarm. Fuck knows where Yarm is. His ban actually got extended as well for drunken disorderly, which is pretty crazy. Following a night out with teammates, Catamol was arrested on the 6th of December 2011 along with Nicholas Bentner. Alright, Lord Bentner, and charged with damaging 5 vehicles in Newcastle. 5 vehicles they damaged. Basically, he just paid the damages, which is like £4,000, and that was it, it was dropped. So, drunken disorderly, smashing cars up, fines. That is Lee Catamol, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents, we've got the legend that is George Best. Now, I love the guy, obviously ex-Man United and stuff, and, you know, I'm not going to, like, judge too much or anything. So, he's got a criminal conviction, that's why he's in the video, and that is why I'm making it. So, Best was a known alcoholic, that says. Sorry, let me just go back round. So, according to the BBC, he was arrested in 1984, which is quite a while ago, for drunk driving and assaulting a policeman. This stint resulted in a 12-week prison sentence that left Best in jail over Christmas, alright? So, this is George Best, got convicted of drink driving and assaulting a police officer. He actually missed Christmas because he was in jail and in prison. So, George Best, the legend, does have a conviction. I haven't seen him in, well, I haven't included him in any criminal squads I've done in the past. So, this is a new one. Hopefully, you guys will find this a little bit interesting and learn a few new things. Patrick Kluivert. Now, this one is interesting one, different. I actually really found out about this one last year when I made the video. I'm looking at an ITN source, okay, from 1995, okay, this is. So, Dutch soccer star Patrick Kluivert was convicted on Tuesday, May the 14th, of causing death by dangerous driving and ordered to perform 240 hours of community service. He was also sentenced to 3 months in jail, suspended for 2 years. Kluivert was not present in court, but was given the community service order instead of a conditional 6 months in jail. So instead of doing 6 months extra, they decided to just do 3 months and then the community service, I believe. And he was banned from driving for 18 months. So he actually killed someone from death by dangerous driving, which is, you know, any death involved is just outrageous crime. It's horrible, and you know, he was done by dangerous driving. So this is a really old story, but it might surprise a few of you because this is the second legend in this squad. So we've got Noel Ranger. This guy, I think he's actually quite a talented footballer. He's been at Swindon and stuff like that, but he's been involved in his fair share of crime and criminal stuff like most of the people in this squad. So let's have a little look at. Apparently, this is according to the Mail Online. Noel Ranger has been involved in a robbery and violence. All right, so that's pretty serious. He's also been involved in criminal damage at an ex-girlfriend's flat. Okay, so he's had his fair share of stuff. He's also been at Newcastle as well. I think it was at Newcastle when he got convicted of that one. But this is the criminal team, guys. Hopefully, I've enjoyed this video. If you haven't, make sure to do drop a thumbs up and a like down below. If we get 3,000 likes, I'll bring you guys the most hated team. And it's good to be back making more squad builders for you lot. So, guys, has been a pleasure as always. Have a good day. Peace.